was fucking crazy. And I remember getting there and I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, she's like,
hi.
I'm out of breath.
Do you have a hard time getting here? No. Your driveway is half a mile, but it's okay.
Right? And I was like, okay.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's another segment of the Loft Boys. You got your boy Turtle and Drew here, and
Ni hao.
yeah, get ready for this crazy conversation. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably not going to be that interesting.
Super irrelevant, super unrelatable. Yeah.
You already know. Let's do get what you get. My boy's going to go first. Let's see what he pops out of our little cooler. And so you know, guys, like, we do try to pick things that aren't like crazy. You know, there's some weeks where we're like, we don't really want to drink too much, but
Oh shit, dude.
then we do add some like IPs.
Your boy got a fucking North Coast Brewing Company. I got an old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. Check it out. Crazy backstory about this one. George swears that I showed him this beer.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever fucking drank this fucking beer before. And he got it one time. He was like, yeah, remember you showed it to us? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I drank it. This is fucking fire, I think.
Oh, yeah?
From what I remember. It could be shit, but who knows?
I picked this one too. Louis Vada Vienna. It says cerveja puro malte. I think it's like a Brazilian beer.
Órale.
It's not even Ora. It's whatever the fuck Portuguese. Was it Portuguese? Yeah, it says it's got the regional. I don't know, man. I can't read this shit. Copa Cerveza Brasil. It's a Brazilian beer.
It's in Portuguese.
Well, they speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Yeah,
Not a Portuguese beer, but whatever. Copa Cerveza. Yeah, it's apparently it's a pretty good beer in Brazil. But then it says 2668 East Foothill, Pasadena.
Stupid. What does this one say? This one says it's a Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. It says brewed and packaged in North Coast Brewing Company. It says San Jose, California. That's funny. I've never thought about like where it's brewed or like where it's packaged at, imported and shit.
Yeah, I tried opening it right here and it took a chunk off.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny. While you were reading all that shit, I was like looking around, like, oh fuck, we don't have a bottle opener.
Yeah.
And I don't have my keys on me either.
It's all good. Yeah, you can look them up on Instagram and Facebook, El Face.
El Caro Libro.
But yeah, it says ABV 5.4, temperatura 6 Celsius. Don't know that. IBV,
You said 5.4%?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a pretty light beer.
Fuck, dude. Mine is 9%. Jesus.
I'm over here like, we'll get some light beers. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Salud. Shout out my boy George, by the way, for this one.
Oh my god. This is actually pretty good. This is what it looks like. I don't know if I read it right.
You definitely didn't read it right.
Any Brazilians out there, please don't try this beer.
Try this one, dude. Let me know if you like it. It's a stout.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
This beer?
it's kind of like what's that from? Do you know where that's from?
Is it fucking
Video. It's a video game.
Oh no.
Ah.
I was thinking where was it Van Helsing? He's like, you murderer, and he's like, and we're like the guy falls like, ah. No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The one with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Oh no. No. You know what? I'm not even gonna fucking say it. Put it in the fucking chat if you know.
What is it? Do it again.
Wait. Wait, let me do it. No, dude, that does not ring any bells to you.
No. How old is this game?
Fucking 90s, bro.
PlayStation or Nintendo?
Arcade game.
Ooh, no.
Damn, dude. Yeah, put it in the chat if you know what the fuck I'm doing right now. And if you do, we'll send you, hugs and kisses and shit. That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of light. What is it supposed to be? Is it an IPA?
I have no fucking clue. I don't read Portuguese.
Portuguese? My bad.
No, dude. This reminds me of that beer that we bought when we were living together across the street at
The Bench?
not the bench, the place right there.
Oh, the liquor store.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it was like in a bottle. It was a big bottle, and then like you had to take the cork off.
Fucking
I don't remember what it was called, but it was like aged.
Stone?
It wasn't Stone, but it was like aged in like whiskey and like wine barrels. And I told you, I was like, bro, I'm gonna get you one. And it was like, all we're gonna need is this, and we got fucked up off that. And this is what
was it like a big ass bottle?
Yeah. The Stone one was for your birthday, that huge one that we drank.
I still have that bottle at the house.
Yeah, we drank that.
We drank the entire thing.
That's great.
Just me and you. We drank that entire fucking thing, bro. I still have that bottle there as like a trophy to like look at.
Dude, we fucking killed. That was a lot.
That thing is like this tall from the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I still have it. It's so crazy.
Oh my god. But yeah, this is what that tastes like.
I don't remember that one that year. It sounds so familiar, but yeah, I don't remember the specific beer.
This beer used to get me fucked. I would just have that one, and then like if I was drinking and had that one, I was like, this is it.
What'd you think about this one?
That's pretty good. I like
Yeah?
it. It's got a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah, it's hella like coffee-esque
Yeah.
and like, you know what I mean? You know? It's very like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
It's got a lot of spices.
And if you're not watching the fucking video and you're just listening to the fucking audio, you're missing out on like the goods.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
All right, so I'm gonna give a shout out. I know you guys are used to my boy giving a shout out to our sponsor of the week.
Oh shit! Sponsor of the week, dude.
These are to all the parents who buy fucking little carts for their pets to walk them in. So thank you for
The strollers.
pet owners that buy strollers for their pets. Appreciate it.
Man.
We love seeing you doing your jogs with your Frenchie,
Your Pomeranian.
your Pomeranian, and stuff like that. Yeah, so
Dude, I'm talking shit right now. We have a stroller for our cat.
we just got one.
Oh my god, dude. It's so annoying. What the fuck are we turning into, bro?
Dog.
Our
pet
fucking
parents.
wives are over here turning us into lames, bro. Yeah, we have a stroller as well. That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
For a cat.
Yeah, we have one we just got one for Anakin. So
Have you guys used it?
she used it today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we got it today, and she used it when she went out for the walk. She used it.
Did she like it? Did she talk about
She
it?
did like it because it's got like cup holders and stuff where you can put it.
So he was in the stroller?
He was in it.
So when she's like, let's go for a walk, he's not doing any of the walking. It's just her.
Well, I think he did a walk, and then they played with him. But on the walk back, like she put him in the stroller.
I see. Oh my god. Defeats the purpose. I don't know.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
thanks for
wouldn't be here
sponsoring
without
this.
you.
Thanks for sponsoring this video, dude.
Oh, I
Jesus.
always thought those were fucking weird, but we got one. But whatever. So we did this last time, and I think we really did enjoy doing this because it kind of like doesn't like if we don't have a question of the week, which we do, but we kind of wanted to mix it up a little bit. We don't want you guys to get too bored. My buddy's gonna read a a Reddit post of what should I do, a little situation that this person's in, and then we're gonna give our little intake on it or input on it, and yeah. So how does it go, man?
This one is, so the title of this one says, "Please help me out." And this fucking chick posts, she said, "Hey."
Hi.
She said, "Yo!" She said, "So I have this huge problem with turning 30 at the end of March." She said, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid of getting old. I'm a girl who hasn't figured life out. There's so many things that I've never done before. I wasn't in a relationship at all until today. And so many other things about me. What the fuck does that mean, dude? She said, "Can you help me out with suggesting about things that I can do for myself before my birthday,
Right.
so I can feel good about me. To say I really did something useful for myself. She said, I live somewhere that I can't travel alone, so please help me with even little stuff that I can do. I just want to live my life before turning 30 and make it memorable for myself. Please help me with your advice. I really don't know what I'm doing with my life, and it makes me so sad.
No.
Holy shit, dude. Yo, poor you, dog.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, lady.
Okay,
I think it's a girl, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I think for me, it's like if you live in an area where you can't travel alone, if you have a car, leave that area. So if we're saying like leave that area to go do something, I don't know what ethnicity you are. If you have like curly hair, go out and get yourself a little curly cut. If you have straight hair, whatever, like do something with your hair. You're turning 30.
you're talking about like getting done up.
Yeah, go get done up because
up.
it's like I don't know because like different hair, different because it's like obviously we have wives that are Hispanic and their hairs are different, so it's like we don't know if this is like a white, black person, Asian, whatever fits your ethnicity. Go do that. Drop that money. I know from experience, curly cuts for curly haired girlies, it's gonna be a little expensive, but just do it. You'll feel great.
He said expansive.
Expansive, because my girl got curly hair and I got her a curly cut and that shit was expensive, dude. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
get it.
do that. Go get a pedicure, manicure, and I'm not saying it because you're a girl. That shit, getting a pedicure and a manicure as a man, I've done it before, and that shit, like once those ladies fucking they fix you all up, you're like, I was like, wow, that looks good. My nails are all fucked up anyways, but yeah, no, go do that. Do some self like maintenance.
So you're talking about treat yourself.
Yeah,
You're talking about like treat yourself
yeah,
type
but
shit.
like drive out of the area that you're in. Like if like say you're in like in the hood, girl, go.
You're saying like get out of the IE, go to LA to
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
shit
Go
done?
go do it out there. If you can't travel alone in the IE per se, I'm not because we don't know where she's at. Go to like the city next to it where you can. Girl, book a hotel. Do you think a hotel where they got the spa and like invite some friends over?
Yeah.
Like before your 30th, or like go to a city, travel, But like before you do the traveling thing, like do it up, whatever. And I'm not saying for like someone who's like the weight or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big, small, whatever. It's like do what makes you feel comfortable, whatever makes you feel beautiful, and then after that, plan something where you can go out and then get that attention, girl.
I think so. You're saying like treat yourself, go get done up, get your makeup done, get your hair did, type shit.
Yeah.
I think this post is like more than that, dude. Like
I think for like that whole part of like getting out of like that, because she's like she can't travel alone in like the area that she's in. I think for that specific part.
I think I'm more like focusing on like I'm turning 30. This girl is having like a fucking pre-life crisis.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think getting a pedicure is gonna like do it. You know what I mean? For me, it's like get over it. You know what I mean? Grow a fucking pair, girl, lady. You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. But like, it's more like a pre-life crisis, dude. Like if I feel like it's gonna take more than just getting your hair done to fix whatever she's going through, because it sounds like this fucking chick is going through a fucking lot, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? For me, turning 30 was like another fucking day. So like whatever for me, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like some people can fucking take it that well, especially like people who were like sheltered as children. Or teenagers,
Yeah.
and then they become adults, and then they're still sheltered and like nervous around, and they're not making friends, and they feel like they haven't done enough, and in those situations, I feel like that's a tough hole to dig yourself out of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the vibe I'm getting when I read that.
Okay.
And getting your curly hair done is not gonna do that. Like you got to do something like that's gonna take you out of your shell.
Right.
Go on a solo vacation type shit. You know what I mean?
That's your.
Maybe go on a solo vacation. I would say maybe fucking go get laid. You know what I mean?
The fact that you're just in a relationship break it off. Just kidding.
Forget about that, dude. Oh yeah, she did say that. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, if you're in the States, go on vacation out of the States, get laid, and then like hit homeboy up after. But.
Yeah, you know, like we don't got to do all that. We don't. You don't even.
I give toxic advice. Dude.
You don't even got to do all that.
Cheat on him.
Weekend trip. You know what I'm saying? Weekend trip. Mm-hmm. Go to Joshua Tree. Like, you know, we're talking about like us in California.
Yeah.
For me, weekend trip, Joshua Tree for a weekend. Get an Airbnb. If you don't have the means, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
Just get a hotel somewhere. Get like a weekend hotel in a different city. Like some as small as that.
Yeah.
Get one with a hot tub in it.
Yeah.
Something as small as that will, like, you know,
splurge a little.
Yeah, alleviate some stress. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like she's stressing out a lot.
Yeah.
And it sounds like, you know, she's like rethinking her whole entire life decisions right now. And like for me, I'm like, damn.
At the same time, it's like because you're 30, I think people put that like, hey, you're getting older, you don't have kids, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like.
And that's the thing, dude. 30 ain't shit. 30 is the new 20, dog. We're cooler than 20-year-olds. I just want to throw that out there. You know what I mean? Like 20-year-olds think they're fucking cool as shit. 30-year-olds are fucking cool, dog. Like you know what I mean? We've lived life. We have life experience. 1.
Yeah.
2, we have money because we have careers. 3, we can do whatever the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying?
Like buying strollers for our pets.
If you want to buy a fucking cat stroller, do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we can't. And we have the means to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do whatever the fuck we want, especially if you don't have kids. I don't know if this lady fucking has kids or not, but like, if we don't have kids, do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever makes you happy. You want to travel the world, you want to travel the country, you want to, and like I said, just something as simple as like a weekend trip.
Yeah.
Will do that for you. You know what I mean? Like, we try to do like a weekend trip every once in a while.
Yeah.
And coming back, dude, rejuvenated.
Yeah.
We feel young again. And then we go back to work and we're like, this sucks.
And then my back starts hurting.
Yeah, my back hurts already as soon as I walk into the door of my apartment.
The thing is, it's like, I don't feel like like, I think it should be like a process on like doing all that. Like what you're saying is, I agree with you completely. But at the same time, it's like, don't stop doing that. Like, don't just wait till your birthday to like do something. Like if you have the means, honestly, it's like if you have the means for it, like say like on your birthday, like go all out, and then it's gonna be March, and then March, April, May, June, say like July you saved up and up, go do something else. And it's like it's those little things where it's like go out into the world and experience life, because I feel like we're stuck in like a day and age where we have to like. We're watching everybody live life, and then like whatever you see on like Instagram, and
you're
it's
over
like,
here comparing
like
yourself to other people, and that's the downfall.
When people like put shit on Instagram, it's like those are just their highlights of their life. They can post going out and this and that, but you don't know that they're fucking going through bankruptcy, going through a divorce, going through this, going through that. Their kids fucking hate them, blah blah blah. But it's like, oh, they're in Cancun having a good time. But then it's like the thing is, it's like that's all they post, so that's all we focus on. So it's like, I guess my thing is like, don't compare yourself to others, because it's like, or on the internet, on the interweb, on the red, or whatever. Don't compare yourself to that, because a lot of people are just posting their own highlight on their life, and you have no idea what's going on with theirs. So it's like, you don't have to have like every weekend have like in, what is it, How I Met Your Mother, where Barney was like, every weekend needs to be like the weekend, or like that day where
Legend.
It's like, yeah,
wait for it,
dairy.
You know,
it's like it doesn't need to be that. Like that. So it's like,
go at your own fucking pace.
Yeah.
And just because you're about to turn 30 doesn't mean really anything. You know what I mean? Your life is still just starting out. You're still just trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring shit out right now. You know what I mean? I just realized not too long ago I'm standoffish. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this at all. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're still learning about yourself. You're still learning about life. We're still young. You know what I mean? Like people think like
you might have to take an extra Tylenol.
Yeah, you're gonna take a couple ibuprofens. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's every day. You know, there's not one 30-year-old right now watching this being like,
instead of 2 Tums, you take 4. Like
we're all taking Tums. We're all taking Tylenol. You know what I mean? It's just the name of the game. But like, it doesn't mean that your life is still going. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that your life is over. There's no like there's no like stopwatch on life, really. Or there's a stopwatch on life, actually. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, time is a fucking construct. You know what I mean? Go at your own fucking pace. Don't like compare yourself to anybody else. What you're doing in life right now is what you're supposed to be doing in life right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to better yourself, if there's something that you think you could better yourself at, try it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to try. You know what I mean? What I would recommend is like treating yourself taking care of yourself a little bit more better. Maybe like spend those extra $50 on whatever, doing your nails, or I don't know how much nails cost, but
or whatever it is you like to do for yourself that makes you feel good, like spend that extra money, and you know.
But don't forget 30 is not that like a fucking the end of your life. 30 is still the very beginning. You know, we're still fucking we're way cooler than 21-year-olds. 21-year-olds are stupid as shit and dumb and boring and not fun at all. Have you hung out with a 21-year-old recently? They suck, dude. You know what I mean? The 30-year-olds are where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't shit on yourself. You know what I mean? Don't think it's over. Like, it's just getting started. You know, people don't figure it out. Fucking Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC until he was like 58.
There you go.
Think about that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like actors that didn't get their gig until they're like in their 40s, 50s. Yeah.
J.K. Simmons didn't fucking become an actor until, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mr. Simmons.
That guy wasn't a big actor until his 40s. Yeah. J.K. Rowling didn't write Harry Potter until she was like fucking 40 something. Yeah. Now she's a billionaire. Think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 30 ain't shit. You still got time. Go at your own pace. Don't feel like anything needs to be rushed just because you're not at a certain place in your life that you think you should be at. Doesn't work. Life doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? It'll be okay though, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Treat yourself though. Yeah. Treat yourself. I mean, you should be treating yourself. Yeah. So I do agree with you on that.
I agree with everything he's saying. Also at the same time, like I know you're just starting this relationship.
Fuck him, bro. No, I'm like
or like get someone that also agrees with like what you want to do, and like don't let him or her bring you down and like what it is you want to do. Like if they're trying to like talk your ear and it's like, oh, let's have kids. If it's a man, and this and that, it's like just
go at your own pace.
Go at your own pace, and then you'll figure it out. I mean, we're 30 years old and we don't have it all figured out.
Dude, look at me.
Look at him.
I don't got it figured out. You know what I mean? I'm doing a podcast on a Saturday night with like another dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. Yeah, I definitely don't got it figured out. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, go at your own pace, man. Everything will be all right. You'll be chill. You seem hella chill. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, I don't know you, but
seem pretty chill. You want to party?
You trying to party, or I'll show you some party spots.
Show you a good time. Show you a good
you know what I mean? But like, what do you think makes people think like, oh, I haven't done enough? You know what I mean?
It's because like
I didn't go to a rave when I was 19 type shit.
Yeah, like the energy.
Yeah, but like you're not missing out on anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? I get that because it's like, I get that. Like,
you can still take drugs.
I didn't go to parties when I was in high school. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get like how people think that way. Like, you know, oh yeah, I went to parties and shit, but like, you're really not missing out on anything. Yeah. You don't talk to any of those people anyways that you partied with in high school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm probably like the rare exception. Like, I'm still cool with a lot of friends that I had in high school. Not a lot, but some friends that I had in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can still talk about those things, but like, rare exception, like 98% of the people that I did party with, I don't know what they're doing today. You know what I'm saying?
They're
like
dead.
So like if that's like one of those things that you're like thinking about, like I didn't do this when I was young, I didn't do that, I didn't go to a rave, I haven't traveled the world yet. It's like you have your whole life to do that, and you're gonna make 100 other friends in the process. Mm-hmm.
That share the same values that you do in a sense.
Correct.
When it comes to like traveling and whatever it is you want to do. So, yeah. So,
but like, what? Like, is there like what? Just like, is it like a FOMO thing?
I think it might be like a FOMO thing because it's like, oh shit, like say like when you turn 20, there's 10 years, and it's like maybe I didn't do. Maybe she was focused, or like they were focused on something else that, like, you know, and then they missed out on things. But then it's like, it only takes like a good 2 months to do the same thing over and over, and then you'll be like, if you like it, cool. If you don't, then you'll get over it. Yeah, for the most part. So, yeah, I think it's mostly
Tough.
FOMO.
Tough, dude. Tough.
Yeah.
I understand. I get
Yeah.
it. I totally get it. But like, it's like one of those things. Like,
Get over it.
no. I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna say that. More like, it gets better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's life is like wine. You know what I'm saying? Gets better the older it is. You know what I mean?
My boy's spitting knowledge.
Spitting knowledge over here.
Boy's a fucking poet. Dog.
Fucking Theopolis over here, bro. That's not even a word. I just made that up.
That's our word.
But yeah, dude. So I mean, hopefully everything turns out all right. You turned 30 in March. You said, "Happy early birthday."
Happy early birthday.
30 is not as scary as it fucking seems. I just
Yeah.
want to throw that out there.
No.
Like, look at me. Chilling.
Does it look like he's having a hard time? A little, but he's fine.
It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, but like, we're chilling over here. You know?
Life's tough, dude. It gets worse. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's crazy. But yeah, dude, 30 is not a big deal. You'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, so like let's we're gonna deep dive into our little conversation. Andrew and I had a little topic that I kind of want to know his little stories about this, but just to see if like anybody can relate, guys, girls, gays, theys, thems, and whatevers, and everything in between.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, we're really like hella sex positive over here, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we don't fucking judge.
But I guess my question would be like, what is the extent that you have gone to go get some? You know, like go get
Pussy?
yes.
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit. Teenager Andrew? I don't know if those are good fucking topic, dude. I got some stories, like some. I mean, I don't know if they're like hella crazy, but like, what's the extent
Yeah.
of like going to go get pussy?
Yeah. Like, what have you done to go?
I mean, I've walked like 7 miles to go like
Holy
meet up a chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if that's over exaggerating. That might be over exaggerating. I don't know if that's over exaggerating. It was actually a
5
really
miles isn't long when you're
bro.
in high
It was
school.
a really long walk. I'm gonna say that. And it was all fucking uphill. It felt like I was climbing a mountain just to go fucking get laid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've done shit like that where like this girl's like, come over. I'm like, oh, I'm like, sit. She's like, my parents are home. And I'm like, I get dressed like really quick.
Yeah.
But like me at fucking 16, I don't have a car or anything. I'm not driving. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've walked up the entirety of like Haven. Like, and if anybody that knows like is from the IE and knows Haven, that's all uphill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the way up to the college, like all the way up the hill.
Damn.
To
Where
go
Haven ends. My boy went.
where it ends up there because it's just a mountain at that point. Yeah.
This is fucking rock climbing.
Rock climbing, yeah.
It's all cold. There's like the blizzard.
Bro, it took me like 2 hours.
She was rich, so she was on top of the mountain.
The highest point of the mountain.
You could have used my driveway.
Bro, it took me like 2 hours to get up there. By the time I got up there, I was all sweaty and gross and like nasty. But
we already gonna get sweaty, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, bro, it was fucking crazy. And I remember getting there and I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, she's like,
Hi.
I'm out of breath.
Did you have a hard time getting here? No. Your driveway is half a mile, but it's okay.
And I remember being like, hey, what's up? And her sister was there. I said, what's up to her sister? And the girl that I went to go see, she was like, you want to go to my room? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, sure. All excited. Like,
In your head, you're like, duh.
I was like, oh, it sounds amazing.
Are you sure?
And the sister goes, no.
Oh, no.
No, you're not going to the room.
No.
And she was like, Becca, come on. Or like whatever. I don't know. Yeah, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck her sister's name was. I was like, it's cool, whatever. We'll just watch it, whatever. And then like later on, the sister went away. And then, you know, she just
She's like, don't do this.
Fuck Becca. fucking cock block, dude. I just walked 2 hours to get up here.
I just climbed the mountains, dude, just to get here. That is crazy.
Yeah, that was in high school. That was when I was going to Rancho High. I was going to Rancho High at the time, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to have been because I was living in Rancho Cucamonga. But yeah, she lived at the top where like Chaffee College was. Yeah. And I lived like at the bottom of the hill, and I was not passing up this opportunity. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Dude, okay. For me, what I did is I had to walk to the trolley station from where I lived, and it was about like 2.5 miles. Took the trolley, dropped me off in like a certain area, and then I had to walk another.
How long was that trolley ride?
It was about like 2 hours. Whoa. Yeah, because it was like it went here, and then I had to get onto another trolley, get up, and then go to there, and it's like almost where it ended. And then from there, I had to walk another like 1.5 miles to like a bus stop. Take that bus, go up wherever she lived at, and then I had a longboard another mile. Just
shut the fuck up. That's way worse than mine.
The patience, I was like, that bus is gonna get here. Hurry the fuck, because it's every 30 minutes, depending on if it's the weekend. It's in every hour. Mm-hmm. So obviously the weekend. So it's like I'm trying to be like fuck. So I had to like walk faster, run to the bus, and then like get on the bus, and then whatever, do all that. And then by the time that happened, like whatever, met up with her.
What time is this?
Yo, I left like late in like at 10. I didn't get there till like 3.
Oh my god.
But because she was like
5 hours,
she was like, yo, like they're gonna leave like by like 3:30.
Yeah,
like I'm
you
like
timed it.
Yeah, so I was just like, that means I gotta leave here at 5:30 in the morning. Like, bro, it was like I had a time, and I'm over here like looking, and it's like the amount of effort that I feel like that I put to do this. I feel like I should have that in my life to like do other shit.
Yeah, if you use that type of like effort in anything else in your life,
you'd be
you'd be a CEO of a company for sure.
We wouldn't be doing that. We'd be chilling, dude.
If you just applied yourself like you applied yourself when you were 16 trying to get some pussy, dude, to anything else in life, you'd be successful, dude. That's how I like to just like, approach life really, is like think of myself at 16 trying to get some pussy. Asking Jeff, like, what if you like interviewed Jeff Bezos and was like, ask that question like, so where do you get your
pussy from?
Your pussy from?
He said, what's that?
Oh, dude, that's so funny. But like, what if you did ask him that? He was just like, oh, I like to like, attack every day like I was 16 trying to get some pussy. You know what I mean? How dumb would that be?
Dude, that'd be so funny. Because it'd be so relatable though. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, damn. Okay.
Like, think of yourself. Yeah, like at 15, 16, and all you could think about is like, maybe getting your pee-pee touched every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? And
bro, like, I did that all. I would have done all that for like a hand job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah.
Or like just hanging out, watching a movie. Just because I'm with a girl.
Like watching, I'm hoping I'm getting my pee-pee touched.
No, yeah.
Like I'm not going up there to go watch Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping, like, please, kind of thing. At that fucking point.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all sweaty and gross, but like, please, you know what I mean? Like that's like the main goal, But obviously, you're not like, yo, what's up? You gonna suck it? You know what I'm saying? It's more like, I hope she.
I'm here.
Yeah. You're like, I hope. That's all it is. Yeah. It's just hope. You know what I'm saying? That time though, that girl was like, "Oh, come over. Like, what's up?" And she said,
I come over, and I was over here like a map quest, like.
Yeah, I had the printouts in my back pocket of like where she lived.
Oh, because we're gonna get there. If I make a wrong turn, I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Wait, I've already did this. Dude. But the fucked up part, dude, is like I had to go home, and it took me that long to get there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, like, was everything shut down at that point? Like all the buses, all the trains stopped rolling.
The trolley to like my second. Like trolley to go down, like it ended up being the last one to get there.
You caught it? Yeah, yeah.
It was me and my trusty little longboard, dude, and that shit was long.
The little Sector 9 or what?
Yeah, yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
I was like, but at the same time, I was like,
Hell yeah. Smile on your face? You
yeah,
ain't gonna fuck.
but
Yeah, you don't care.
You don't
dude.
care. But the thing is, like, there was a downhill to get. This is the funniest part, which is like why I'm like, I was so unfazed with anything. Anybody that has ridden,
I think it's pronounced Ridaden.
anybody who has ridden a skateboard,
Correct.
longboard knows that when you go down a hill, you'll either get the speed wobble or you'll get the smallest pebble ever known to man to fucking stop your whole board and just throw you off the board. So
Go flying.
after everything went down, I was there for like a couple hours, but I was just like, oh shit, like girl, I'm not gonna make it. But then it's like it sucks because it's like I think I think I can longboard my way down there. You know, it was one of those moments. But I was going down this hill, right, and I'm over here like smiling, bro. I was just like, yeah, chilling, and that one pebble hit, dude, and I fucking ate shit, like, and then
Tumbled ate shit, or was it like a like slide?
No, it was
eat
like
shit,
a boom,
or like
boom, 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 boom. It was like, yeah, it was one of those
cartoon type shit.
By the time like I'm landing, I'm like, and then like the thing is like you can't relax because you're like my board, my board, and then you see your board being like, like I'm just gonna pick going into the street instead of going into the sidewalk. So that's what I was doing, and then since it was like late enough, there wasn't too many cars. It was like rural or whatever area. I was able to get it, and then but it was so late that the trolley to connect to the other trolley, it was already like it was too late.
No.
So I had a longboard from like I could say Ontario, from like UTI to like where your house is.
Where I live now?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That's the best like description.
Yeah, that's
And like streets, not freeway streets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like 15 miles, 12 miles.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But I was all scraped up, happy, dude.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So that was like my biggest like excursion.
Biggest excursion? Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's some times where I've just been like, hey mom, can you drop me off at the mall? But if this mall was close to that house, I'm just like, ooh,
smart.
And then just that. But for the most part, I had a bus pass.
Yeah, I didn't have a mom to do that for me. My mom was never dropping me off.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, I mean, as far as me, like, like that, I think that's the biggest one. Another one would be like sneaking out of my house, right? This one wasn't like too crazy.
Right.
This one wasn't too crazy because it wasn't, she didn't like live far, but it was crazy because.
Did you want this one?
No, take it if you want.
Try it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
This one was crazy because like I snuck out. I would have to sneak out of my house for this one.
Right.
And this one was, we lived in Las Colinas in Rialto back in the day. Shout out Las Colinas. And my house had like an alarm on it.
Oh shit.
And Walter used to fucking set the alarm every fucking night, right? Because he's fucking paranoid type shit.
Walter's Walter.
Yeah. But after like a lot of like what's the word where it's, or what's the phrase where it's like hit or miss, a lot of like testing that was required, I found out which windows didn't set off the alarm.
You're all like,
beep, beep, beep. Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. No. So what it was like when nobody was home and I was by myself, I would set the alarm and I would test it. And I'll open my window. My window in my room set the alarm off.
For sure.
I don't know why. I don't know how the fuck
Walter, wake up. He's trying to leave.
Yeah.
Walter.
My window set the alarm off. So I would fucking disable it. And I would do the same thing to every fucking window. Obviously, the sliding door, the front door, the garage door. Obviously, those all set the alarm. The windows that didn't were the windows in my siblings' rooms. So it was like Leah's room, right?
Oh, that was intentional.
Leah's
100%
room
intentional.
didn't set the alarm off. The twins' room didn't set the alarm off.
Yeah.
And there was one window in the living room that also didn't set the alarm off.
Oh shit.
So I found out which windows didn't, right? And there was a night where know, you're like, come on, fucking parents are up, right? Bro, this window in the living room is kind of hard to explain because like the front windows, right, are the front windows where the actual living room is. Behind the couches, there was like a side window,
Right.
And by that side window, there was like my mom had like a glass table by there.
Okay.
I had to move that entire table out of the way, like.
Oh my god, that probably took forever.
Bro.
Just be like. Then when you heard a loud noise, you had to wait. Oh,
Bro, it took me like 45 minutes to get out of my house. So how it worked was I slid the fucking table over like super slow, right? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Open the fucking window. I'm like, okay, window's open. There's a screen on it. So you got to pop the screen out. Listen to make sure you're not making too much noise.
Yeah.
Put the screen to the side, right? Obviously. Put the table back.
Oh shit.
Close the window, put the screen back up, and then I was free.
Okay.
That whole process took me like 45 minutes. And then I left. I jumped my fence. I fucking left. It's like fucking 2, 3 in the morning.
No way.
Yeah. And I'm like fucking 16, 15 maybe.
Have you ever confronted your mom, asking her if she knew that if you ever snuck out?
No, I don't think. I've never have.
Okay.
And my mom has no idea.
You don't think so?
My mom has no fucking
Ask her.
idea.
Ask her the next time you see her. Like if you guys ever get into like.
I'll ask her.
Okay.
My
I
mom
want to
has
know.
no-
I want to know.
I fucking guarantee my mom.
I'll check up on you.
I was slick with my shit, bro. There's
Okay.
no way my mom knew. Because, bro, there is no way my mom knew. Because if my mom knew, my mom would have beat the fuck out of me. My mom isn't the type that
There's
was
no
like,
lenient where it's like, oh, here he goes again.
yeah, my mom wasn't like that. My mom was like, where the fuck have you been? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so there's no way my
Your mom
mom
cared about you.
My mom actually cared, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, my mom would have known what I was doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no fucking way. My
Okay.
mom didn't know I was smoking weed type shit, nothing like that. I hid all of that from her.
Okay, so
Since I
what
was-
happened after you jumped the window?
So
Jumped the fence.
I jumped the fence. I go meet up this girl, and then there's like people there, and we're hanging out at like 1, 2 in the morning, whatever.
That's
and
crazy.
it turns into like some freaky ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And then what?
Shit.
By the time everything's done, and by the time I leave to go back home, sun's already coming up. And this girl also lived in the same community as me. Shout out Las Colinas. She
So it
lived
wasn't that far.
It wasn't far. It was on the other side of the community though. So like I had to run home, but it was within my community.
Right. Okay.
Like I said, the sun's coming up. Walter has to go. My mom has to go home or goes to work soon, I think. Or no, I think my mom was gonna come home from work
Oh shit.
because my mom worked nights or some shit.
Right,
So I had
right,
to
right.
beat my mom home, kind of thing. So I fucking run all the way fucking home. Sun's coming up. I fucking I get to my gate, right? And I get to my gate. My dog at the time, Boomer, was a Rottweiler, and she used to bark all the fucking time.
Right.
But like when I pulled up, she like was like, "Rrr," and then she saw me. I was like, hey, shh. That was it, right? I'm like,
She's like, oh shit, my bad, dog.
she's
I know
like,
you're trying to get back
she's
in.
like, you good, dog?
You
Pull up.
She hasn't come in, bro, but you do got 5 minutes.
So I get to the fucking gate. I fucking open the gate, right? And she's like standing there. I'm like, chill, dude, fucking chill. Right? Close the gate really close. And I have to walk around the back of the house. And around the back of the house, my mom's room where Walter slept, there was a screen. They had a screen door to go through the back of the backyard.
Okay.
So they had their
the
own-
master bedroom had like their own
private
entrance
screen.
and
Yeah.
exit to the backyard.
To the backyard. So I had to walk past that, right? But like, they had like really dark curtains.
Yeah.
So they can kind of see out, but they can't really. But like,
But also, like, if you're waving,
you can see
you're not,
somebody walk past if you're like looking at the
if
thing.
you're paying attention. Though.
If you're paying attention. So like, I looked in. Walter sleeps with the TV on, right? So you can see light. There's light inside their room. So
but also,
like,
that's also hard to look out when you have lights.
when there's
inside.
light in there, yeah. But it's just the TV. Everything else is dark, right? I remember this specifically,
Yeah,
dog.
dude. That's
And
why I'm like,
looking-
okay.
I'm like looking in,
Yeah.
right? I see the TV on because he always has the TV on. And I like look at the bed and he's like laying in the bed. I'm like, okay, he's still asleep. And I just fucking dart past his screen door.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I don't think he saw me. And then instead of going back in the way I came out, with the fucking glass table and all that other shit. I ended up going in through the twins' bedroom where Trini and Ty slept, right?
No
Which is that bedroom is the bedroom like sharing a wall with Walter and my mom's bedroom.
Okay.
With the master bedroom. So it's like right next to each other. So as soon as I passed that screen door, the next window is there, and that's where the kids slept.
Yeah.
I went in through there. Same thing. I took the fucking screen off, opened the window, jumped in, put the screen back on, closed the fucking window, dude. I went out to the hall like this. My room was right across the hall from that room.
Yeah.
Went into my room. That was it.
No way.
And I remember, dude, bro, I was like 15. I remember sitting in my, like, getting in my room, putting on my shorts, taking off whatever the fuck I was wearing, and, like, laying in my bed like this, like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that was such a fucking mission for me, bro. Obviously,
that
right?
That is one, dude. I was so stressed while you were telling me this. I was like, Walter.
Just to get fucking some pussy, dude, at 15. Like, the extent of, like, you know, your efforts is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I remember, like, being like, make sure you put this back in the same spot, because that glass table was on a rug, and there's indents in the rug of where that glass table was at. So I made sure to put that table back in
while
that same...
you're on the outside of the window trying to fucking...
And I'm trying to look to see where... Yeah. Because you have to. Because if not, somebody's going to notice.
Yeah.
Like, who moved this?
You're like, yo.
Yeah. My mom would have noticed that shit.
But, like, okay, question.
Go for
the
it.
twins,
Uh-huh.
were they in cahoots with all this, or...
No, they're asleep. They're babies.
Oh, okay.
They were babies, bro.
Okay.
The twins were like... So if I was 15, the twins were like 3. They were like 5.
There was
No, Leah was like 5. The twins were like 3.
Okay. But the twins, like, when you walked in there's never like a...
No, they were asleep.
No way.
Yeah, they were asleep. They had no idea. They probably don't know this till right now. They're probably listening to this like, what the
What the fuck?
Yeah. Swear to God, dude.
That's
they were
crazy.
If I was like 15, 16, they had to have been like 3 years old. Leah was probably like 5, but Leah had her own room.
Right.
On the other side of the hallway. So, and I never went through her window.
Yeah,
it was always like either that living room one or like their window.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. So, yeah, it's tough, bro, being 15 years old, you know what I mean, with no like car or anything, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do.
That's great.
And when I say I ran home, dog, I fucking sprinted all the way home because the sun was up.
Because I'm sure you're like, I can make it in 3.5 minutes.
I'm like, my mom's gonna fucking be here. No, dude, it took me like fucking 10 minutes to run all the way home. It was a big community.
Yeah.
So like it was. They lived on the entire other side.
But the fact that like it took 10 minutes to run, maybe 20 minutes to walk, like that's still pretty close. But what I'm saying is like you probably waited till the last fucking like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
To be like, fuck, I have to be there, and you're sprinting at some point.
I was sprinting. Yeah. The entire way, almost.
That's crazy. I remember one time.
Yeah,
dude,
teenage boys are fucking stupid, dude.
I remember one time where like it was like the extent of like having like same thing. I took a bus to her house. Like got to her house, but like there were these times where like we're in high school, but we would get in later. But her parents had to go to work at like a certain time. But the dad left early. The mom left like whatever, like 9, 10, which was maybe an hour before we were supposed to go in. And so once the dad left, I ended up being in the house or whatever. And then like she was like, oh shit, like my mom has to leave. And I was literally like, I had to like, because her bed was higher. Because she had a bed that was like on top of like where she worked. So she had like a desk, but the bed was like above it. So like,
oh, I remember those fucking dumbass beds.
Yeah. So like before she went to work, I had to like
hide in the corner of the bed. Yeah.
I was on the bed,
Yeah.
like just laying there and just like breathing, just, and like the craziest part was I hear her mom talking to her, be like, oh hey, blah blah blah, and I'm over here like, I can't move, bro. Like if I need a fart, like
You're fucked.
fucked. And then like her brother already went to school. Like they went to like different schools, which is like weird. But so like once her mom left, like obviously being in high school, I basically just had sex basically all day. But then you run out of time. Like you're just like you see her mom pulling in, and I'm like, oh fuck, you're butt naked in the house. And so by the time like her mom came, I was just like, oh shit. And that was like technically like after school, and I was like, oh, I had to put my clothes on. And I was just like, oh hey, oh shit, how long have you been here? I was like, oh, I just got here. Like I saw you pulling in earlier, and she's like, oh, that's great, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, well I gotta go. And
Oh shit, yeah.
So we had to play the like we went to school and then we just came back and then she got there. So like yeah, so it was one of those. But like the craziest thing is like just I think for my experience, just laying there hearing like an adult talking to like obviously their child.
Yeah, dude.
I was just like.
That's fucking horrifying, really.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I can't do any because it's like, you know, the goal. In my head, I'm just like, once they're gone, and once I get she climbs up. Hey, come on.
You're like, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Yeah,
you're like, trying not to fart. Anything. Yeah.
She's like, what's that?
Because you know you ruin it. It's
you're fucked, and then you can't even go over. It's like if you this moment right now, and it's like the biggest because now looking back, I'm like, who cares? Like. Yeah. As an adult, I'm just like, fuck them. But
no, I would be like, hell no. Like, I don't know. Daughter. I'm gonna say daughter because of the double standard, right? There's double standard for sure. For sure, double standard is a real thing. Son, I'd be like, have fun, bro. You know what I mean? Which is kind of fucked up, but like, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? That's double standard for sure. The daughter, I'm finding you. I'm finding you and my daughter's desk homework area / loft / bunk bed. Hell no.
In between all the fucking teddy bears and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Your eyes are like.
I'm snatching you by the fucking nose, dude. The only thing that's showing is like your nose and your eyes. I'm snatching you by that fucking nose, dude. Hell no. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I would not like that at all. So yeah, GG's at that point, and you fart a little bit, you breathe a little weird. Yeah. No, yeah, it's GG's at that point.
Yeah. No, we almost got caught once in the middle because we were like in the living room, but the living room went like kitchen, and then like there were stairs to go down into the living room, but like those stairs, it showed like the driveway, and like the curtains were kind of like where we could see who's coming in, but I don't know if someone can see in. And like we were on the stairs, and I just like look over, and I'm like, your mom's pulling, and she's like, oh fuck. Butt naked, trying to fucking run into the room and change and be like, oh yeah, hey, like, and I had to play off like I'm trying to leave, and I'm like leaving and
no, it's super sus, dude. Yeah. Super suspicious for sure. Yeah, super. She knew. The mom knew.
I think the mom knew
for sure. The mom knew. Yeah, there's no fucking.
But there's been times where like I've gone like out of my way to go out and then like having to leave where I'm like I have to. My bus pass expired and have to walk home and it's raining and I'm like, fuck. But yeah.
That's never happened to me. Like I've never had to like walk in the rain like that. But there was one time, dude, you were talking about like almost getting caught. Yeah. Like this wasn't really like almost getting caught, but this was like in Ontario, and I had like a girl over and my dad, I was living with my dad at the time. My dad wasn't there. He didn't get home until later. But my mom was supposed to pick me up or some shit, like for the weekend, and she was supposed to pick me up at a certain time, and I had a girl over because I was like, I got time, right? I was like, all I need is like 4 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Give me like 4, maybe
4.5,
maybe even like 3, you know what I'm saying? No, but like my mom was supposed to pick me up later, and I was trying to time it, and like I had this girl over, and she was on my bed, and like we're like. You know what I'm saying? I had this girl over and like I hear my phone ring and I'm like, oh shit. And I look at my phone and it says mom on it. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, my mom's here. And the girl gets fucking up. She gets up. She's like, oh shit. She like gets dressed. Yeah. She's like getting dressed. I'm like getting dressed. I'm like, hey mom. She's like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, okay, I'll be out there right now. And So my mom obviously she didn't live there. She was just like there to pick me up. So like I wasn't getting caught or anything, but like it was like one of those things like I gotta go, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? And as soon as I was like my mom's here, she was like, oh whatever, right? So we're leaving, she gets dressed, we leave, I lock the door and like we're walking out together, right? We're walking out together, but like I didn't think of this at all. Like we're just walking out together. She's like walking out of my apartment complex and my mom's parked at the front of the apartment complex. And like when we get to the end, she's like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, all right, later. Like it wasn't like, okay, bye, give her a hug. It wasn't nothing like that. She just walked away. She was like, bye. I was like, all right, later. And then she went that way and I went this way, right? I went to my mom's car. And I jump in my mom's car. My mom goes, who the fuck was that? Yeah. My mom was like, who the fuck was that chick? I was like, oh, that's my neighbor. She like lives like in the apartment next to me. She was just happened to like walk out while I was walking out. Yeah, I was like, I think she's going to school or something. I don't know what she's doing, but like I just said hi to her.
She's a troublemaker, mom. You know I wouldn't hang out with someone like that.
Kind of, yeah, kind of, exactly.
She's kind of gross.
I kind of hate her. I think she's a bitch, but like I just want to. She said hi to me, so I had to be nice.
Like,
to her.
come on, mom. Like, I'm not mean.
I'm not mean. I just wanted to be nice, mom. She's like, you are very nice.
She's like,
whatever.
Oh my God, Andres, I love you.
But like it was one of those things. My mom literally was like, who the fuck was that? And I was like, oh, she was just some girl that lives next to me. She just happened to like walk out the same time, so we were just walking together. That's it. She's like, oh, but like. You know?
Yeah.
With fucking Fucci face? Yeah. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Fucking teenagers are fucking dumb, dude. There was one time, bro. Oh, my God. I mean, this isn't anything crazy. Whatever. I went to go, like, meet a girl, right? And I was like, come through. And she was like, all right. And I was like, I'll meet you, like, halfway if you want. Mm-hmm. And I met her halfway. And the only reason why I think this is kind of embarrassing was because, like, I walked over there in, like, I was wearing, like, a wife beater, like a tank top. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize until later. When she came to my house, whatever. Nothing happened or anything. Like, it was just, like, whatever. Like, we were hanging out. And then she left. But, like, afterwards, I realized, like, the tank top I was wearing, I had, like, holes. And, like, it was all ripped. And, like, there were stains all over it. And I'm like, I was wearing this the whole entire time, dude. And I felt so embarrassed, like, afterwards. I don't know if she ever noticed, but, like, I think, like, still to this day, I think, like, nothing happened because my shirt was all stained and gross. I look gross as fuck.
She's like, I'm not fucking a poor boy.
I look broke as fuck, dude. Yeah, I didn't realize until afterwards. And, like, right here where, like, the armpit is at, I had, like, holes, like moth holes in my and I didn't notice at all. It's so funny. It's so funny to think about.
You wore that tank top that you wear to go to sleep. That's a shitty fucking.
And I wore it walking over there to go pick her up.
So everybody saw you.
Yeah, the entire city saw me. The city of Ontario saw me. They're like, bro, you're not gonna get laid in that. Bro. It's like embarrassing to think about afterwards. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, at the time, whatever. So funny.
Oh, that's crazy.
Kids are dumb, dude. I will say, you know what I'm saying? And like things didn't start picking up for me until like later on in high school, maybe. Yeah. Like I started dating like chicks with cars and shit.
Yeah, okay.
There was one time like I was dating this one chick. This is before I started dating chicks with cars. There was one time this girl was over, whatever, and then you're doing like the like the over the pants stuff still. At that point, I remember my dad coming home, you know what I mean? And that one was probably the time that I was like the closest to getting caught ever. Yeah. Doing over the pants stuff, like, it's so funny saying that. You know what
OTPF?
I mean? Yeah, the OTPF type shit, you know what I'm saying? And, and whatever, the girl she was like on the couch. We were both on the couch, and my dad, I hear the door jingle, and my dad, and we're both like, you know what I'm saying? That's so annoying. But
it's not like you're pulling anything out of anywhere.
No, so, at all. You know what I mean? But you still have the pillow over the pants.
Where you gotta sit upright.
You gotta sit up weird. Yeah, you're sitting weird. Yeah, that's probably the closest time I ever got like caught to anything. But like, it wasn't until I started dating like chicks with cars that things got way easier. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, So much fucking easier. There was one girl I dated in high school, and she had a car. She used to come over all the fucking time before my dad got home. And there was one time, this girl was crazy, bro. This girl was so crazy. There was one time my dad's room was like right across the hall from me, and his door was open. He was like watching TV in the room. Yeah. He knew she was over, right? I like introduced him. Mm-hmm. We were watching a movie at first, but then she's like, let's go to your room. Right? I'm like, okay. And we go to my room, and like I said, it's like his door is wide open, my door is like wide open, and if I would have closed it, my dad would have noticed that my door was closed. So like we had to keep it open. But then she just lays down on the rug like right at my door, and I'm like, no, my dad's gonna hear it. She's like, stop being a bitch, you know. This girl's fucking crazy.
Quit being a bitch, come on.
Yeah, dude. I was like, my dad's right there. She's like, fuck pussy, dude.
What are you, fucking pussy? Get the fuck up. Get up in this. Do this shit right now.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, and that was like one of the first girls I dated with the car. So she was like over all the fucking time. She scared me kind of, dude.
She's like, let's have sex. Okay.
I was like, okay, stop.
She's like, are you home? You're like, no.
I'm like,
she's
no.
Like, I see you.
She's like, look at you're sitting on the couch. What do you mean? I'm like, fuck. Yeah, bro. No, she was cool as fuck, dude. She was really cool. But like that was like one of the first girls I dated with a car, and like it became easier after that. Yeah. And then like usually all the girls I dated after that had a car because I was a fucking loser. I didn't have a fucking car. I didn't have money, and you know what I mean? It was always them driving me around. And like I had my girlfriends driving me to go pick up weed, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like,
you got princess treatment for a while.
I was the passenger princess. Yeah, that was me. Like when we went,
it's not that bad though, because I dated a girl who was older than me, and that like when she got her license, bro, and she hyped me up though. Like I was driving, she's like, babe, I got my license. She's like, I can pick up my mans, blah blah blah, and I'm over here like, okay. I was like,
hell yeah, dude.
Then she cheated on me and we broke up.
Oh, fuck her, dude.
Because she got a car. No,
well, that's usually how it works.
It was good until like that happened, but like driving around everywhere, dude. Yeah.
Dude, that girl, I'm such a fucking dick. That girl, the one that I'm telling you about, like across the hall from my dad's room.
Yeah.
That girl, I ended up like moving back to Pomona. Yeah. And I ended up like breaking up with her like over text message.
Oh no.
Like a fucking piece of shit, dude. Yeah. I feel really bad. I still think about that. Like, that was such a dick move, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I ended up being like, hey. She's like, oh, hey, babe, what's up? I'm like, I wrote. I typed that out. God. I typed out, ooh, listen.
In like quotation.
Poor girl, dude. Yeah, and I ended up breaking up with her through
Did she respond?
She was like, oh, sick, kind of thing.
She said, word up.
She was like, for real? She was like, sick. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. She was like, whatever, it's fine. And that was it. And that was the last time I talked to her. Sucks, dude.
She said, number 2, deleted.
I think that was the first and only time I've ever broken up with a girl, like, through text message. And I don't know why I did that, dude. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's mainly because I moved away and I was like, you live in a different city. Yeah. But like, she had a car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why the fuck was I don't know. I still don't know.
Because you were scared.
What?
That's the same girl that scared you or a different girl?
No, that was the girl that I was fucking across the hall from my dad. Yeah, no. That was her.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't scared. That's a joke. Don't hold on. Wait, that was a fuck. Wasn't being serious about me being fucking scared. Okay. Fuck you, dude. No, I was joking.
No, I wasn't scared.
I wasn't joking.
No, I was
joking. It. Okay. No,
you had one eye on her and one eye on the door.
I mean, I did. You know what I mean?
You said, what's wrong with
my dad's right there? I got cross-eyed for a second, but like, I wasn't scared of her or scared of doing the deed. You know what I mean? It was just, I don't know. I honestly don't know why. I think it was because I moved away and it was like, long distance relationships. I don't do that. It was Rancho Cucamonga to fucking Pomona. That's not a long distance relationship.
It's like a 20-minute.
But for me, I was like, nah. Yeah, I broke up with her.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I was kind of I think of like that girl that I broke up with through text message. Like that was kind of like a dickish move. So I felt like I was like kind of a dickhead around that time, especially. You know what I mean? But when I was dating these chicks that were coming to me, things got so much fucking easier, bro. So much easier. Like literally, bro. It was that girl. It was the other girl. It was that girl that with my mom coming out. It was the ex before Bianca. Bianca had a car. I was still a fucking loser. I was still a loser at like 19 with no car, no nothing. And you know, Bianca was the one with the car. Yeah, so crazy stories. But like, as a teenager, bro, like the struggle was fucking real.
Yeah, the struggle was real.
You know what I mean? Because they didn't have cars either. You know what I mean? It wasn't until we got older that they started getting cars, and I was still a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Did you have a car? You didn't have a car.
I didn't have a car, but I used
18?
my mom's van whenever.
Oh, but you were driving it?
Yeah.
See, I didn't have that. Nobody had an extra car for me to drive.
No, it was her car, but I just used it whenever she wasn't. Because we would go
really?
to TJ at the time. When I was in high school, like the last 2 years, we were living in the States, but she would go to TJ. So, like, she would go to TJ with my dad in his truck, and then, like, the car was there. I was
okay. But you guys were still in the States.
Yeah, and I was just like, I got my permit, and it's a van, so it's like, yeah, I didn't give
Multiple
a fuck.
people, yeah.
Yeah, all the homies would come in, so it's like.
See, that's sick, dude. I didn't have that. We didn't have that at all. Like, as far as, like, the homies, none of us had cars.
Yeah, your parents didn't have to go to another country, so.
Yeah.
So, totally different.
I'm like, you're fucking hella sick, dude. My parents had to, like, leave us and, like, ditch us.
Yeah, dude.
My parents had to go back to their home country. What do you mean? My bad.
No, but I think that has been the most for me. Like, girls, like, I think I had one, the one who drove me around or whatever. And, no, I think for me, it was like the end of the world. I think for me to go out and get some is just like, it was always just like, I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done, dude. Like, there is no, like...
As far as, like, being a teenager, for sure, man.
Yeah.
That's, like, all that's on your mind. That's all you really care about is, like, girls to like you.
The thing is, it's like I didn't have a cell phone either.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, you were doing all this on MySpace?
On either landline or MySpace.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about landlines. MySpace.
So it was just, like, I had to look up the address. And then if I can, like, I try to always be like, okay, like, how close is this to, like, the school, or then I can take a bus route to it, and then be like, I'll just try to remember the numbers, or I'll write down the address, and then I'm just like, nope, walk down, nope, like just to see, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah,
you would like pull up and like drive by to see like where it's at specifically, or
yeah,
like?
Yeah, dude.
You just do a drive-by and she's looking at you. You're like, oh, shit, dude. Oh, my God. That's so funny.
You had to, dude. You had to.
I feel that.
But, yeah, the whole parent thing, dude, that's all. Damn.
As far as what?
Just, like, being caught. I don't think
I've never been, like, caught. Like, I know stories of, like, my homie being, like, the mom fucking found him hiding in a closet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, the girl hid him in the closet. My mom saw him, and he hid in the closet. And she was like, who's in here? And she opened the fucking closet door, and he's sitting in there.
I was in the middle
stories
of,
like
that. Doing that. Like, we were in the middle of, like, going at it or whatever. The mom comes, but, like, we didn't hear her coming in the house until, like, the footsteps are basically from the front door to, like, her door. And, like, I hear it, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So it's, like, I get out, and I'm, like, she opens the door, and I stand behind the door while she opens it. And then she's like, and then she like looks at her daughter, and she's like, what, like, what's, because they're, you know, it's like, it happens with like a split of a second, you know? And she's like, what's going on? And then I'm just like, and then she like goes back, she like closes the door a little bit, and then she like looks over, and to see an adult's face looking at you while you're like half naked, you're like,
oh, so you did get caught?
I did get caught.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then she was just like, get dressed and get out of here. And I was like, okay. She closed the door. And then her daughter was like, she's like, it's it's okay. My mom's such a bitch. And I'm like, that's an adult.
Like, dude, oh my God. We're so stupid as fucking teenagers. Teenagers are so dumb. Like, my mom's such a bitch. She doesn't understand.
Yeah, and I'm just
what do you mean?
I'm with like a half fucking hard on.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
half chub. You're fucking half chubbing it with your mom staring at you.
staring at me, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's like, just get dressed.
You just get like a full hard on as soon as she looks at you.
She's like,
she looks you in the eyes.
Sorry.
Oh shit. She's like, what the fuck?
If I only knew.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was bad. So I had to get dressed, and then my mom was sitting in the living room, and I was just like, all right. I was like, well, I didn't know what to say.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, and she's like, get out of here. And I was like, all right. I left, and I was like,
oh, yeah, I've never had, oh, thank God I've never had that.
It's the worst. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah,
and
for
then,
sure.
like, we were at school, and then her mom's like, yeah, you can't come over. And I was like, cool. But then, like, I had 0 periods. She's like, well, like, my mom goes to work at this time, so you can come over then. And I was like, my 0 period attendance was the worst. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The before schools and after schools, dude. Yeah, my dad went to work way before I went to school, and my dad didn't come home until way after. Yeah. So I had, like, ditch parties and shit at my pad, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my nipples pierced at my house. With like a group, like a party going on in my living room. Yeah. And like I had people over and shit. And like, because like, you know, my dad didn't come home until later. Like that was like, come to my house. I was that dude, you know what I mean? Which was my downfall, because there was one time that I think that day I got my nipples pierced. My dad came home early that day, and I had a gang of people at my house. And I'm like, yeah, and it was over for me at that point. So it was like, really, my dad never trusted me again type shit. I wasn't allowed to do shit after that. Yeah. And then our kind of relationship went shit after that. But yeah, that's how it was for me. Like the people were over at my house before school and after school, because you know, my dad was gone all fucking day. And then before that, when I lived with my mom, nobody was ever at my house. My mom didn't. There was no sleepovers. Yeah. People weren't allowed at my house. I was allowed to go out, but I had to come home. Yeah. It wasn't until I lived with my dad where I felt a little bit more freedom, but my dad gave me a little bit too much freedom that I took advantage, and then it just went to shit afterwards. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of that is my fault, but whatever. Conclusion. Moral of the story is, teenagers are fucking dumb as fuck, dude. We're so stupid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Your brain is not developed yet. You make stupid fucking decisions. And you know what I mean? I'm just happy I wasn't like, I didn't overdose in a fucking cornfield somewhere, or like lying in a ditch somewhere, or like
when you're supposed to be
kidnapped.
Spending the night somewhere.
Correct. Yeah, you tell your parents you're doing this, but you're actually doing something else. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that like we made it out unscathed is like crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I'm not a father at fucking 17, 18 or whatever, right? So yeah, everything, you know. I mean, people, like how we were talking about earlier, dude, you think you're missing out on stuff. I mean, a lot of those, like, those are good memories, but like, you're not really missing out, because the real memories that you make are the ones now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think of like the now memories, you know what I mean? My bachelor party, your bachelor party, when we went to Oregon, when we went to fucking Lake Havasu, you know what I'm saying? When I go on trips with my girl. Yeah.
All these other things are very minuscule.
Correct.
They're just like things that have happened where it's just like...
Those are just things that have happened. Like, I know we're emphasizing the story and like we're making it like a big story as it is, but like, they're not that fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? The cooler stories to me are like, super cheesy as fuck, but like the ones I have with my wife, and you know what I'm saying?
The memories you make with your wife, and also with your friends and stuff, like now that like you can actually like appreciate them. It's like,
when we went to Lake Havasu, dog, that shit was so cool to me, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like those are the memories that you keep. Because and those don't happen until later in your life anyways.
Those are the people that you're for sure gonna stick around.
Those are the forever people. Yeah. The high school memories or the early 20s memories aren't. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the early 20 memories, like, mind you, like, those were really good friends of mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were, like, the homies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, like, are like at the time they were the homies, but like are they homies now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say no. Yeah. You know, the homies that you're kicking it with in your 30s, those are your boys.
Yeah. 100%.
And you know that for a fact because they've been with you for the long run. Shout out my boy Castro. And shout out like the Cuzzos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Turtle too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've known this fool for a cool minute and, you know, we're still doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've watched each other grow up. You know what I mean?
That's the best.
Think about that, bro. We were like 19, 18 when we first met each other. We watched each other grow up throughout our entire 20s. We're 30 now, 30 plus. You know what I mean? So if you think that your life is over at 30, that's not the case. It's just getting started. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I was the best man at his wedding. He was the best man at my wedding. And that's just how it goes.
100%. So with that being said,
conclusion: teenagers are stupid.
And we're gonna wrap it up with a movie rec because my boy's coming in with some heaters, and I feel like every fucking movie has been great. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. You know, I take a lot of pride. You know what I mean? I take not a lot. It's not. I'm not doing like crazy like research on these movies. These are movies that I have watched that I'm like, this is a good movie because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that the recommendations that I give out, that you, not that you think the same, but like more like you give it just a try and you figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these movies are not for everybody, but these are movies that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And if any of you watch these fucking movies and eventually become like, you know what, that was or if it's a movie that you've never even heard of and you give it a try and it becomes like, you know what, that was actually a good watch. Instead of watching the same shit over and over again because all movies are the same now and it's fucking pissing me off. But so I appreciate it. So movie rec of the week. I'm going to do this one. This is a brand new fucking movie. This movie just came out weeks ago and I just watched it not too long ago.
Okay.
It's called Nosferatu.
I had a feeling.
Right here. Nosferatu I just watched finally. It just came out on Peacock and I was waiting for it to come out because I really wanted to watch it since the trailer dropped. The very first trailer dropped. I watched the very first trailer and I was like, damn, that looks crazy, right? Directed by Robert Eggers. He also did like The Lighthouse. I don't know if you've ever seen The Lighthouse.
That's with the whole thing is like two actors, right?
Two guys in a lighthouse.
Yeah.
It's Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe.
I heard that's a really good movie.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. William Dafoe, dude. William Dafoe is such a fucking motherfucker, bro. Yeah. Like for me, like all his roles, he gives it all. You know what I mean? And The Lighthouse is such a good, like, it's such a good, not comparison, but it's a good example of him and like how his craft and how much effort he puts into his craft. Like his role in that is kind of crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? He does such a good fucking job. Well, that movie's weird though. Yeah. Okay. He has that weird face.
Someone went up to him in New York. Did you see that? Where someone went up to him, he's like, "Hey, like, what do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, like, well, I'm an actor." He's like, and the dude genuinely didn't know who he was, and he's just like if you can give like an advice, blah blah blah, and he's just like, I don't know, just live day by day. Like he's like, I don't plan on stuff like that, and everybody was just like kind of making it a thing because like the person interviewing him,
so that's fucking William
probably
Dafoe.
Like a Gen Z person was just like, hey, like sir,
yeah,
and then he was just like, and then when you see him, you're like, oh shit, like it's this person, but he was just like, if you can give an advice to like the younger generation, and you're just like, I don't know, like he was just like, just live day by day the way.
And you think he didn't know who he was?
He didn't. They didn't know. Like, because of the way he questioned him, he was just like, hey, sir. And then people were like, yo, this fucking random dude's questioning Willem Dafoe.
How crazy is that? Like, it's so crazy. Like, I think of Willem Dafoe as, like, I think of him up here. You know what I mean? Like, I love William Dafoe. Yeah. You know what I mean? When it comes to his acting, you know what I'm saying? But, like, to everybody else, he's like a fucking, he's not Chris Evans. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But... like, I hold him up there. And, like, even his role... going back to Nosferatu, right? The movie. He's in this movie. Even him in this role, like, I was like... he's also in Lighthouse, right? And Robert Eggers also directed that movie. He also directed this. Robert Eggers also did The Northman. He also did The Witch. So his movies are like dark and ominous, and you know what I'm saying. Everything's like dark as fuck. William Dafoe in this movie does a fucking crazy. He does such a good fucking job, dude. He does such a good job. The other person in this movie is I just found this out. Bianca is actually the one that told me. This is Johnny Depp's daughter.
Okay.
Is like one of the main characters. Her name is like Lily Rose or Lily Tulip or something.
Okay.
Lily Rose Depp, I think is her name.
Yeah.
And she plays one of the main characters. And I kind of hated her in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hated her. And like her role was very like,
Damsel in distress.
yes, like very like, to art thou without cometh with the fourth of the. And she's like, her acting was very like dramatized and like theatric.
Like super Broadway.
Yes,
Yeah.
And for me, it kind of annoyed me in the beginning,
Yeah.
right? But later on in the movie, it became like she was like, I don't want to give the movie away, but there's scenes where like she's like kind of like possessed,
Right.
and she started doing like weird shit. And when it started getting into that, it made me like,
Okay.
oh fuck,
Yeah.
like it reeled me in a little bit more. It reeled me in. So I hated her at first. She did such a fucking good job, dude. She did a fucking crazy good job that it made me fall in love with her a little bit more at the end.
Damn. Okay.
And then Nosferatu, who is Count Orlok, Bill Skarsgård plays him, right? And Bill Skarsgård is the guy who plays It, right? I don't know if you know his face, but he's the guy that does. No, that's not him.
I think It.
Yeah,
That's a
It
pretty
is
good one,
is the one, right? If you think of It and you think of the actor that plays It, and then you watch him do this, it's crazy because
way.
you're like, how the fuck is he doing this, right?
Yeah.
Bianca, in the beginning of the movie, Bianca was like, I fucking hate him, right? She was like, I hate his voice. And she's like, I hate the way he talks, right? And she's like saying this while the movie's going on. I'm like, you know who that is? She was like, no. I'm like, that's Bill Skarsgård. She was like, okay. Right?
Yeah.
She doesn't know who that is, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as I say that's It, that's the guy who played It, I'm like, he's playing him. Then she was like, oh. And then at the end of the movie, she told me, she was like, you know what, dude? After you told me who it was, I told her, it made you appreciate him more, right?
Yeah.
She said, yeah. She's like, I appreciated his act, like the character more.
Yeah.
I was like, I know. I'm like, that's the point. It's because you can't see that guy doing this type of role. And when you realize that he is doing this type of role, it makes you appreciate the role more, right? She was like, yeah. I'm like, that's why I told you it was him.
Yeah.
Because I know she likes him, right? She likes Bill Skarsgård. She likes it, like his movies and shit. So like I knew I wasn't gonna tell her that it was him. I was gonna wait till the end of the movie. But when she was like, I fucking hate him. When she was doing that, I was like,
You're like, whoa.
no, I wanted to put her in that seat.
Yeah.
And like see it through this lens. Does that make sense? And I wanted her to see it through that lens to be like, and critique it in that way of like, oh, is this guy doing this type of role? Oh shit. Like that's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. And I thought it was so awesome how she was like, I appreciated it more after I knew it was him doing it. Because I'm like, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like these actors are doing these roles that you don't think that they can do. You know what I mean? And the same thing with the Lily Rose Depp, whatever the fuck her name is. Same thing with her. Like I didn't like it at first, but like when I saw the range of her character and how she played the entire range, I was so glad it wasn't just her doing this the entire movie. Like,
Yeah.
where art thou, Romeo? Like that type of acting. I'm so glad it wasn't that the entire movie. When it started going into like more depth of her character and all of that shit started coming out, I was like, oh fuck, this girl. You know what I mean? I was like, this girl's bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyways, this movie I really fucking enjoyed, dude.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed. I read somewhere where a lot of the lighting in the movie was like they didn't have like spotlights. A lot of the lighting of the movie is just candlelight. Like they just put candles everywhere, and all the light that you're seeing is candlelight.
Damn.
And that's not a thing. Like you don't. That's not when you may. You know what I'm saying? When you're like shooting a fucking movie, you don't. Candle light is not a thing.
Yeah.
You have spotlights in it. Fucking expensive ass
through like editing. Where
correct.
Yeah.
No, they use candles to light up scenes. So a lot of the scenes are dark, and all you see is like.
Okay.
Lit by candlelight figures type shit. So it's a really kind of crazy movie to watch. Like, and there's a lot of things that were getting me, bro. It's not a horror movie or anything. It's kind of like creepy, but what gets me every time, and I fucking hate this when movies do this, but when they do like the pan, they do like a pan, like a camera pan.
Panorama.
They do a camera pan where it's just like they're focused on this. Right, they're focused on you.
Yeah.
But then you're like, this person's looking this way, and they're like, oh, and then the camera pans to see what they're looking at.
Yeah.
Like that whole like pan scares the fuck out of me, dude. Because you're like,
I don't want to see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember that from like watching Paranormal Activity. Remember when that movie came out? And that movie was all that. Yeah. It was all just pans, like camera pans. And they would like pan from one room to the next. And then when it gets to one room, there's nothing there. You're like, oh my God, cool. But it comes back, it's like, oh shit. It's like something pops up. Yeah. This movie, there's a lot of that. So I'm just like, oh, you fucking bitch, right? Yeah. But like, this movie, it's not a horror movie or anything like that. I think it was a really well done movie. Mm-hmm. I think Robert Eggers did a really good fucking job, and it's a good looking movie, and the actors gave crazy performances. Honestly, all of them. So, movie wreck of the week. I think I feel really strongly about this one.
Okay.
And it's crazy because like newer movies, I don't feel this way. Newer movies, I don't give a shit about. But I was really excited about this one, and this is one of the movies that I wasn't let down by. Okay. Usually I'm let down a lot.
My boy's upset.
Yeah, when movies come out and I'm like, oh, God damn, that sucked. But this one, I didn't feel that way. Like when it came out and I watched it, I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, hell yeah. I really enjoyed it a lot. So let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, dude, Nosferatu. Let us know what you think, guys, and like and subscribe to the Loft Boys. And have a good day or have a good night. All right, bye.
Okay, bye.